Stage 1. If you want to master the Wildstyle Graffiti letters, stick around and watch this video. A couple of weeks ago, one of my subscribers reached out to me and asked if I could draw the name Erovic. So Eric, this drawing is dedicated to you and your friend. I hope you like it. Before starting any Wildstyle piece, I like to look at the letter fonts on the internet. These fonts become the foundation of the drawing. From there, I start transforming the letters and giving them my own graffiti style. The first thing I do is sketch 6 boxes. This helps me control the spacing and the flow of the letters. For this piece, the flow I'm using is a backward tilt, which gives me the name a dynamic movement. I always begin by drawing very lightly. The first letter I draw is the E. But instead of drawing a normal E, I shape it like a backwards number 3. After that, I move on to the R. Remember, when creating Wildstyle Graffiti, you start with a basic letter structure, but then you bend it, twist it, and transform it into your own style. You will notice that all the letters began to tilt from side to side, creating a rhythm and movement. Next comes the letter O. In the original font, the top had a simple curve, and instead I turned it into an arrow, giving the letter more energy. Then I draw the letter V, bending it slightly in the middle. For the letter I bend it as well, but I treat it like a lowercase letter. I treat it like a uppercase letter. Excuse me. In a graffiti, lowercase letters can often be the same size as uppercase letters depending on the style. Finally, I draw the last letter C, also giving it a bend in the middle to match the movement of the rest of the piece. In this video, I will be using pen and ink just like Eric requested. He likes his black and white drawings. Once the sketch feels right, we move on to the stage 2. Stage 2. Now I began adding the extensions, arrows, and small designs elements that make the Wildstyle come alive. I start with the letter E, adding extensions and a small serif at the top. Arrows are very important in graffiti. You can use them to add style or full negative space in the design. Next, I move to the letter R, adding arrows and connecting elements. Whenever I see empty space, I try to fill it so this piece feels tight and connected. Now I work on the O, building it up with another arrow that pushes the design forward. For the letter V, I draw an arrow starting from the top and crossing behind the letter. The arrows then point toward the I. Sometimes arrows are used to show direction and movement through the piece. From the I draw another 2 extensions that moves toward the C. Finally, for the C, I add another extensions. Notice how I added extensions of the both E and the C. This creates a balance in overall design. And our balance is important, whether it's in composition, color, or design. Everything needs a sense of flow. Stage 3. Now we move into perspective. At the top center of the page, I place a vanishing point. If you want to draw 3D block letters, learning perspective is a great place to start. I place my ruler on the vanishing point and lightly draw down toward each letter. This creates the structure for the 3D blocks. After that, it's up to you how thick you want your block letters to be. The angle we are using here is called the bird's eye view, meaning we are looking down at the name from above. I want to show the entire process because you probably get the idea. If you want to learn more about perspective, I recommend studying 1-point, 2-point, and 3-point perspective. These techniques will help you build stronger graffiti structure. Stage 4. Now we move on to the inking stage. You might notice that I did not erase the pencil lines. Since the drawing was done lightly, I can simply ink over it. I begin with a fine point pen tracing the outlines of the entire name. When I draw things like characters, landscapes, or still lifes, I usually press harder with the pencil and erase before inking. But Wildstyle Graffiti is more abstract, so it works better to sketch lightly and ink it directly over the drawing. Next, I switch to the thicker pen and start building thin to thick outlines where needed. The art of inking is its own skill. I like to create variety in my line weight and not just one uniform line. I actually learned a lot about inking by studying comic book artists. If you look at the comic book inking tutorials, you will learn how to line weight to create depth. For example, if a character is walking toward the foreground, the lines are usually thicker. Objects in the background are drawn in the thinner lines. After outlining the letters, I use a brush pen to fill in the space around the extension of the name. For the details, I switch to a smaller pen. Sometimes I use even the leftover pencil marks as a part of the design, which is why I would recommend not erasing your pencil marks too early. Next, I add bubbles at the bottom of the piece. I use circular templates to draw them, but you can place them any way you want. Just use your imagination. Now I begin shading the 3D block letters. When shading with pencil, you gradually press harder to create darker values. But in pen and ink, you use a technique called stippling, which means creating values with dots. The more dots you add, the darker the area becomes. Fewer dots create lighter values. And there you have it, the finished piece. Erovic. Erovic. Eric, if you get a chance to see this drawing, let me know what you think. Thanks for reaching out and inspiring me to do this piece. Alright everyone, that wraps up the video. If you'd like me to draw your name in Wildstyle Graffiti, check out my Etsy store in the description box below. Don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. My name is Louis Ling Chong. Thanks for watching.